Ooh, it changed up a little bit there, huh?
A little bit.
That's new. This is gonna be like every 25 episodes, we're gonna switch up the music. Is that what that is? Just gonna try to change something different.
See, I switched it up with one different part of the song and then messed up the fade. So it's just like we were damn episode 1 and me messing up the
right,
damn.
We're trying to figure it all out right there too.
Golly, what's up, man?
How we doing there?
Good, boy.
You guys got whatchamacallit? You guys got the what do you got coming up? You guys got the selection show, right? That's basically what is that today or tomorrow?
Show, yes. Selection show tomorrow morning. So I'm guessing we'll know who we play roughly around. They drag that thing out, boy. So probably about 10. It starts at 8, but we won't know until probably like 9:30.
So do they do it on like a is it, I mean, I'm assuming that they probably stream something like that online and like they actually kind of like, do they have people kind of talk about it kind of like as it is, like how they would be for the NCAA tournament and stuff or whatever, and it kind of
so that's
cool for the
kids. It's done by AZ Preps 365. They have their own little podcast, and they do a web, like a live show. They do a good job. It's cool for the kids. But they go through every bracket. So they start with 2A.
Oh, okay. So they're doing all of them. Okay.
Yeah, they go 2A, and then the 2A girls, 3A, like, so they're going through all of them, and then they'll do some interviews in between. And so, it's a cool experience. It's trying to ramp it up. We call it February Frenzy out here in AZ.
There's some excitement as well there too. I mean, like that's got to be kind of fun. Now then, like with the younger ones there too. I mean, I guess not the younger ones, with the lower divisions. I can't remember if I asked you this or not. Are there at-large bids at all in any of the conferences, or this all just kind of just?
So it's like when you were there, they play. I think they still do, like, I know 3A still does like a region tournament. Actually, I don't know. I shouldn't say. I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay.
But they still play it up north up there. You know how it goes. It's a great event.
Too. Yeah, no, those are really fun times.
Yeah.
Did they do so then selection show, they're just gonna kind of just like show this. Do you guys even have an idea? Like, I mean, without watching the show tomorrow, do you have an idea about where you think that they're gonna have you guys, like at the latest? Like, what was the last rankings that they had you at? And
bro,
is it
I've been watching the damn rankings all week, and there's been games this week that kind of like I told you earlier, like they've had an effect on us, right? So I've been trying to judge it, figure out where we're gonna land. I have no clue. I honestly don't have. I have an idea, like we're gonna be within this range, but I have no idea what that's gonna do to the rest of the tournament and who that may match us. Like, so I'm trying to get film on like 6 different teams, bro.
Ooh,
it's chaos. It's chaos, bro.
And that's a lot, but it always kind of makes it fun for that tournament though there too, because I mean, similar to the NCAA tournament, you only really have, I mean, you got to wait till Sunday for them to reveal the matchups, and then you only have a little bit of time to get ready for it. And then it's like if you're one of those, if you're one of those teams that's like looking to try to make a deep run, you're not just looking at that first game, you're looking at two other games, you know what I mean, like potential matchups between the two teams that are going to be on the next on the bracket and stuff. So you're really kind of scouting, 3 teams really at one time, which is kind of crazy. So
it makes it fun. It's a little it's a little nerve wracking, but I mean it is fun, and we're just, I think our guys we're just excited to get it going, and we set a school record in wins. We're 22-5 on the year, and so we're just trying to just keep stacking them, bro. And I think we're in a good mental place where we're ready for anybody. We're ready for anybody. So
as far as the bracket goes for that, I mean, so do you have days in between, or is it like you play Friday, you play Saturday, you play, like, you know what I mean? Like, is it a straight through thing? Or are there days in between? Like what's the?
No, it goes on. So it's like, I think the first game would be Valentine's Day. So what is that? Wednesday?
That's next Wednesday.
And then the following game is Friday. And then it goes into the next week. It's basically 2 games a week.
Okay. but like that first opening round to go from 32 to basically what 16 to 8, right? Like that's what you be doing on like that first round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. So you only get so teams that win, you really only get 1 day to prepare for your next matchup, but you got to watch
One day.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah.
Those are always crazy there too, man. Like it's it's tough, especially when like you kind of start to play it out. And then you think like, oh, this team's going to win. So you start kind of preparing for one team. And then if they don't do what they're supposed to do and then they end up losing, then like, you know what I mean? That's ooh, boy.
No.
That's nuts.
So we got a crazy weekend ahead, man. It should be fun, you know. What about you? I know you headed to Seattle.
Aylen's got the made hoops, the Nike made hoops session 3 is what we got going on. So the first one was in Arizona. That was, that was in December, They had the second one, which was at the end of December, and they were in Sacramento. So they didn't do anything for January. So they've got this one now that will be in Seattle, which is actually kind of nice. We don't have to, we don't got to fly anywhere. We don't got to do that. Now it's still a little bit of a drive, but I mean, it's not, it's not as, like you don't have to go super far with the travel. So we'll be in Seattle. And then what they do is that, so there's 2 6th grade divisions, because that's what Division A is playing in. And each one has 12 teams in it. So they take the top 6. I think that they take the top 6 out of each one, and then they have them. I could be wrong on that. If it's the top 6, or if they take no, matter of fact, you know what? I think that they take the top 3 out of each one, and there's a wild card, and then there's 2 wild cards as well. Your wild card is like you're at large there, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to kind of buy into it, and it's been kind of interesting, this one versus how they did it last year. Because last year Aylen only played like one session. He played with the team from Arizona, and we just weren't able to kind of make any more of the travel stuff. Just like things just didn't line up for us. So kind of got to play 1 week though. But this one's a little bit different because there's so much. We've been fortunate enough to see some of these teams or a lot of the players just from the EBC All-American camps Aylen's been to like the last couple of years or whatever. He kind of stays in contact with them. I stay in contact with some of the dads, and we kind of just talk and things like that. So you kind of get a better idea this time around about how, about how teams are playing and stuff. And so it's really cool. Aylen's team is sitting at, I think they're tied for 3rd right now. So they're sitting at 3-3 with the Arizona Unity team. Okay. And then on the other side, Team Arsenal is just running away. They got a really, really good team. And they've got players from the 1 through the 5 that are just like they're pretty, really good players. Yeah. So it's gonna be, it's always kind of fun because you get a chance to see high level basketball with just at just such a younger age.
That's crazy.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. That's cool. Good luck, Aylen. Aylen, go out there and get buckets, dog. Right. Get buckets and lock up. Don't just get buckets, but you got to lock up too.
Exactly, where the 2, and we're gonna have a long talk on the drive about just leadership characteristics and what it takes to kind of this is kind of one of those ones where I think we have to win. I think we got to win a few games, like at least 3. I think just to consider to go, because the next session will be the finals, and that's going to be in Vegas in March. So everybody's trying to make it to the finals. So every game is like there's just a sense of urgency behind each one. So it's kind of like let's not take any plays off. Let's make sure that we're doing our things. You know what I mean? Step up and just be ready when your number's called and everything. So pretty excited about it. Like it'll just be fun to watch him play again. And something that's not as drama filled as last weekend was and things like that. So it'll just be just get out there and just go play. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Well, hey, it's Super Bowl weekend, right? So we're gonna get into the Super Bowl, talk about that, talk about our picks. But I have to tell you about this, and I meant to send this to you when we done here. I'm gonna send you this video, and you may have seen it already.
Okay?
But Usher's doing the halftime show.
Usher?
Usher.
Usher? It's fun. Right.
So, which is exciting because we both grew up on Usher, and got down in the clubs. A bunch of his songs. We was doing our thing.
We were. I was definitely getting my A-Town stomp on the when that.
Right.
I was getting it.
But I saw this video. And I was blown away. So I wanted to give props to these people. So I'm put it on the screen. Los Osos High School out in California I think it's a little bit outside of Santa Barbara, if I'm correct. Yo, they put together this 10-minute dance routine. It looks like a halftime show.
You said
Bro.
10 minutes?
It's like 10 minutes long, and they did it to all the Usher songs. I mean, this is nuts, bro. And the cool thing about it, so I'm putting this high school dance team on the screen.
You guys can go take a look.
Y'all. Right. They have one, as far as I know, the coach who's in charge. Her name is Rachel, and if I get this wrong, I'm sorry. Rachel Muego. I put her IG on there so y'all can check her out. She has the videos of the dance on there. But yo, it's legit. It's like
that,
legit.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll send that away. I'll get a chance to take a look at it later.
Yeah. And so we talk about basketball all the time here, but you and I, like, we love watching kids do their thing. And so
right.
I sat down on the couch last night and I watched this video. I watched it twice actually. And I was just like, man, like, so many times us people in the sports world, and luckily I had a daughter who went through dance. You have daughters that have gone through dance and all that stuff. But a lot of times us in the sports world, like, I don't think we have an appreciation for sometimes for other genres. You know what I mean? And I love me a good dance video. Like, I love watching people get down on Instagram.
Oh yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Right. But I was just it was so cool to watch this 10-minute, like, and it's just crazy. It's in the high school gym. They got the lights, they got the stage, it's packed. Like, so like the community is in support of these kids. And it's really cool, man. So, like, shout out to Rachel and the Los Osos. She's getting the damn. We gonna tag her in this post.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, no. Let's
it's legit, bro. It's legit.
Well, I mean, like, with those there too, I mean, like, you got to think about how hard that is there too. I mean, when they're out there actually working and going through that routine and stuff there, right? They're doing all of this stuff to get out, the practicing, the movements, making sure that they're hitting them on this. They got to move around and go to different spaces. And then really though, I mean, like, you think of how much pressure that is. That's a lot more pressure than like when you play just the regular sport. You're playing tennis or you're playing baseball, you're playing basketball, you always have these times and these moments where, like, you get to regroup or whatever, whether like you're having a bad game playing basketball, so they pull you off, you can sit on the bench, rest for a second, had a couple bad throws, or you're doing, like, you know what I mean, with whatever that is, with like whatever sport, you can get a chance to go sit, refocus yourself, and then now you get a chance to get back out there. That one is just like, you better be on your shit, like, and you the whole entire time, like, you can't mess up on that. Like, I mean you can, but it's like, if you do, then it messes up the flow, kind of just like what's going on. So it's like, and really you only get that one shot. I mean, that's like, that's nuts right there. I don't think I could do it, like that. I'd be the mess up.
No, we done seen you at the club a lot, bro.
It's a lot, though. It's a lot. I mean, like, just to, to see them do it at such a young age there too, with all the passion and trying to hit the moves right, make sure the face is right. Like, I mean, people are watching in like the stands and stuff. I mean, it's just, that's a lot. I'm gonna have to take a look at that video though. It sounds like
I'm gonna send it to you as soon as we done, man. You're gonna be blown away.
Right.
So Super Bowl. What you got? What's your thought process?
It's funny, man. So I was talking to my guy. You know my guy Lavelle Mayberry, like,
Lavelle.
Yeah, Lavelle. I mean, like, me and him go way back, like high school, even like before that, middle school, little league baseball, all that kind of stuff. Well, he actually was on Perry's football team as a coach.
Right.
Brock Purdy was
right.
And I remember him used to telling me all the time. He's like, yo, like, this dude's legit. Like, he's the one. And I think the one year that I watched them play in the state championship, I actually think that Perry, I think they might have lost to Chandler at the very end in one of those games. This had to be,
But he threw for like 7 bazillion yards in the game.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, man. The man threw for a crazy amount. But I think, Chandler ran away, I think, at the end. I think they won by a field goal or something. But I remember him telling me, he's like, hey, so this dude, man, this dude's legit. He's going to, like, he's going to the league. I remember him telling me that. And then, like, the next year, he was over at Iowa State. And I remember I was just at a bar with a friend, and we were just watching some games. And I remember that he came out and he started throwing. I was like, wait, that's the guy, And I remember I texted Lavelle, and like, he told me that. And he's like, Doc, I'm telling you, he's going to the league. And now he's there. And then like we kind of talked about it briefly, last week or maybe the week before, about how he's kind of plagued with the injuries like that first year, right? And then he came back this year, and now he's led him to the Super Bowl. Regardless of what people think about him, how he throws this or that, if he's not throwing as much, he's getting the job done from the standpoint that they keep surviving and advancing there, right? Yeah. So so from that standpoint, then, my cousin Josh actually played for the 49ers for about 4 or 5 years after he got drafted out of Stanford. My family, my Aunt Janice, everybody, they're all Niners fans, but you want to kind of see them, but at the same time, I like this dynasty thing that's kind of going on with Kansas City. Like, it's a small market though, you know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those, it's a small market. You got Mahomes, who, he's making his case for one of the top quarterbacks ever, and he's finding ways to get there, and he's doing it on like the big stage. I don't know. I think I'm going to go for KC on this one, but if San Francisco wins, I'm not going to be surprised at all there too. Because this is a rematch of when Garoppolo had him over there a couple years ago there, right? And then I think Garoppolo had a turnover at the end of the game. I think that it was either interception or a fumble that like led to KC scoring like 2 straight on like possessions, and that kind of hurt him. So I think it's going to be a match, but I'm going to go with KC just because I like the dynasty part. I'm a big fan of the dynasty part.
No, I hear you. I agree with you. I think Kansas City has been a team that has been like super fun to watch.
Right.
It's funny. Like I like Patrick Mahomes. Like he's fun to watch. He's super exciting. You never know what's going to happen with him.
Right,
He throws it from all different angles, all that. Yeah, I don't know though. Like, and I love Travis Kelce. Like, Kelce's been like my bedrock for my fantasy teams for the past few years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I roll with Travis. I rock with Travis. And here's the thing: I get pissed off. Like this past year, I won my league, and I didn't have Kelce because I won the year before, and everybody knew that I wanted him, and they picked him. It pissed me off too. I was actually sour. Like, I wanted to punch people in the face about it.
Sad about it.
That's my dude. That's my dude.
Right. I called it first. Right.
Yeah, but yeah, they got that great connection. But yeah, man, I think I'm going with the 49ers, man. Like, I want to see the hometown boy get it. Like, I think it's just a cool story.
Right.
There's some connections that between him and even our program a little bit. Cool thing, they renamed it was Perry Puma Way.
They named it to Brock Purdy?
They named it to Brock Purdy yesterday. Yesterday or the day before. So it was just pretty cool. But I'm pulling for the hometown kid, man. Like I just think that and I honestly, like, I thought last year it was unfortunate, like he got hurt in the in the conference championship game. And I actually think they may have been better last year.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that too. Yep.
And so it's cool to see that he got healthy. He worked his way back. He kind of solidified himself as the starter. He even had a little early season adversity. I think they benched him for a little bit when he had a little injury and he wasn't playing well. But like you say, like he's leading them, man. Like he's just doing all the right things. So
figuring out the way to do. And there's like last year when he got that injury too, it was on the elbow, right? It was something kind of like a Tommy deal, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's got to be painful, especially the amount of time that they are counting on him to throw, but then not just throw, but throw with some precision in right spots and do that, or like, you know what I mean? Like you got to make sure that your whole body, especially like your arm is strong enough to be able to do that. So to come back from that in that short amount of time, ooh, man, that's definitely gonna make a good story. Either way,
it is. Either way, it's gonna be a good story. I'm wondering. I'm not even gonna get. I like the commercials. Right? I love the Super Bowl commercials. I wonder how many times we're gonna see Taylor Swift in the stands. And I ain't no Swiftie hater, y'all. I'm just saying, like, you almost want to put a bet on it. Like, I wish they had an over/under. Like,
ooh,
you know what I mean? That would be a good one.
Kansas City's defense is pretty good. It just, we talked about this a while. Then, like, it's not a couple weeks ago when San Fran beat Detroit. I don't know if Detroit's defense is all. It's not as. I just don't think they're as good or to the level that Kansas City is. Right. So they were able to rally off over. What were they down 17 and 49ers were down 17 and like they came back and won that. If you give Mahomes a lead though, like that's the thing where I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, can you defense get enough stops to get him off the field?
Yeah.
And now can you guys take away clock by not allowing him by getting by the field by continuing to move the chains or two? It's gonna be interesting how they try to play this game. I mean, you got to think that there's gonna be a couple of big plays. Like I mean, there always is. And then what's the response from either team once those big plays are made, and then kind of go from there. But I mean, like as much as I like the Super Bowl, I really more so for me, the Super Bowl is always fun, especially if it's a team that you want to watch in there. If it's a team that I don't like to watch, to be honest with you, I don't care too much about it. Like I won't watch it. I more so want to see what movies are coming out for the summertime, so I can talk about that and kind of. But we'll see. This one will be definitely one where you got to sit down and kind of watch it. So it'll be.
So you're gonna be in Seattle for it though, right?
Yeah, we'll be in Seattle. I mean, we'll actually be. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we'll probably be driving back. We'll probably catch the second half by the time that we get home. So he plays it. I think 9 and 11 on Sunday morning. And then so if we get and then hop in the car at about 12, we should probably be back by about 4 or whatever. I think that's right around the time when the game will be. So
right.
A little earlier, but it'll be.
What's your go-to Super Bowl snack or drink?
Oh, Super Bowl. I mean, there's only one drink out there. I mean, what?
Your fascination with Southern Comfort is not good, bro.
Fascination. It's just something that I've just been.
It's a way of life for you.
I've just grown accustomed to. You know what I mean? Like it was just. My mom introduced me to it when I was in college, and I haven't looked back since then. And so it was just kind of that was it. I mean, snacks. I don't know about snacks so much. Give me some popcorn and give me a cheese plate, I guess, with some pretzel chips on it and stuff, and I don't really do it like that. You know what I mean? Like I
get you. I hear you.
That's not. Yeah, I mean, because it was. My kids don't really eat all that. So, I mean, they will. I mean, my kids snack. They don't eat. They snack like all day long.
You don't eat they snack.
Yeah, no. They don't eat they snack. So, that'll be it. So, but I was going to ask you there too. Oh, shit, I forgot it. I have to ask you in a second. I have to let it come back.
Because you've been drinking all that damn soap.
I haven't had it today. So, it's just like, no. I actually haven't had it this week, to be honest with you. So, just,
hey.
That's.
Shoot, man. I have some terrible news I need to convey to the world.
What's the news?
The world, man. I was looking back on things and I realized after last week that I found myself in a terrible place. It's called under 500, man.
I thought you was really going somewhere with that. I was like, damn, what happened? It's just like, okay, we're going back to the picks there. Okay, just okay. Look at that.
My guy. I don't understand what happened. What had happened was I started off and I was the man, and all of a sudden, I can't pick shit. Like all these teams is losing, they're supposed to win.
Right. So that's what it is. No, it's a
cold world, bro.
What are the games that they got this week? What's the F5 that you got? And then it's gonna give me a chance to remember what I was gonna ask you about, because I'm trying to think. There was a question that I had for you.
Yeah.
No. Okay, that's what it was. Top 3 all-time Super Bowl performances.
Ooh,
halftime. Boy. My fault. Halftime performances.
Halftime Super Bowl performances. Woo, boy. Damn, halftime. I'm gonna go one more recent. I thought the Dre Eminem, that one was dope.
I think that hit to the older generation. I think, you know what I mean, like our level. You know what I mean, our people that like grew up when like we did or whatever. I think they had there was much appreciation for that one. I think.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say Prince because I thought Prince was crazy.
Like, Prince might have been.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was gonna wait to see if you were gonna say that, but Prince's was nuts.
His was insane. Like that that might be the best one ever in my lifetime.
I don't know if you're gonna top that. Yeah, you're bringing Usher out. I'm like, okay, I get it, and Janet Jackson and Timberlake had the wardrobe out, and Janet Jackson wasn't that bad there too.
I thought I was gonna say Janet Jackson was pretty good.
And then I think that Michael had one long time ago. We were younger.
Long time ago, like when we were like
younger. Yeah, right. I was gonna say I had to be. I think I was 7 or 8, 9. I think when he did that one. But I'm trying to remember if there's really been any other ones that have just kind of just blown me away.
Yeah, I can't really like that. Really popped. Like I can't. Yeah, nah.
I did like the one when Katy Perry did it because Missy Elliott came out, and then she was remember that one, and she came out, and then they kind of not like jump started, but it's like after that, then she came out with a couple new albums and stuff, and they the buzz like, who's Missy? Like, what you mean who's Missy? You don't know who Missy is?
Yeah, y'all tripping, boy.
Yeah, right. But I just think on that because I'm trying to remember what is another really good one. I mean, I wasn't a big Aerosmith fan. I mean, I guess that one was okay. You know?
I mean, there's always a good rock one in there.
Right. But I'm trying to remember like who's been like a really big headliner that's like killed the Super Bowl show. Like, you know what I mean? I can't. Right. I mean, you know, without all the props and the gadgets and stuff or whatever. Like, I mean, just Prince getting on that guitar and it's like once he started going, you were just just let him go. Just
that was something else.
It was the Prince show and the halftime entertainment was the Super Bowl. Like that's what.
Yeah.
I mean? Like, oh, okay. It kind of. So yeah.
That's a good question, man. You'll make me go back and start like looking up old video.
Real.
You know what I mean?
Have to go. Take a look at that and then text me, and then we'll have to maybe just keep continuing with that after we see Usher's performance this weekend and kind of see how that is. And I mean, because matter of fact, isn't he? Because he's doing a residency, I think, in Vegas right now. Anyway,
is he?
I thought he was doing a residency. Yeah. Lex said she was. She just confirmed it. She gave me the head nod. So
of course, you asked the lady thing.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Lex, you need to chill. Nobody asked for your input. You just keep it moving, okay?
Right.
She was too quick with that answer. She was like, "Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is." Shoot, Jim would probably say the same thing. Jim would do the same. Yeah, he is. Shoot, don't say nothing bad about Usher. Or Justin Timberlake.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man. All right, man. Well, look, I know you got to go. I don't want to keep you too long, but look, real quick before we get out, like as always, we want to end on these picks. But before we get into it, because I went outside the box this weekend with the picks. I didn't pick like the big games because like they've been kind of easy, and then also not easy because obviously I'm under 500, and if you laugh out there,
now you're trying to give yourself an advantage by going with the okay. No, I get it. I mean,
I picked some games. You know,
it's fine. I'm not mad.
I just want to make you think a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, So, little whip around. There's some good games. Some good games in the top 25 this weekend. You got TCU. Wait, I think I picked that game, so we can't. No, I didn't. I didn't pick that game. TCU at Iowa State, top 25 game. Creighton Xavier, nice Big East matchup.
These are the ones that we're picking, or you're just talking about?
No, we're not picking these. I'm just telling you. Bro. Houston, Cincinnati, Baylor at Kansas. Like you thought I was gonna pick that one, but I didn't pick that one.
Yeah, I thought you were.
You know why?
What's that?
Because we both been wrong about both them teams, and I'm sick of them both. So I'm just want to watch the game and not be agitated. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tennessee, Texas A&M, Kansas State at BYU, Boise State at Utah State. So there's
BYU like they're. I mean, it looks like they're playing some ball. I haven't watched them play at all. I just see them in the rankings, and it looks like that they're handling teams.
They
got
off to a big start, but then they hit the Big 12 and they kind of stumbled, but they also beat some. They won some games, they lost some games. They holding their own though. Like this
is their first year in the Big 12 though, right? Right. That's what I thought. I was wondering. I was like, why are they up so high? I like the TCU and Iowa State matchup though. I like Iowa State, especially at home. Iowa State at home is tough.
Yeah, I mean Hilton Coliseum, boy. Hilton Magic.
TCU is going to come to play, but Iowa State's really tough. I mean, because who they beat last week at home?
Iowa State. Did they beat Kansas?
That's what it was, right? Yeah, no. They had somebody at home. No. They didn't have Kansas. No. Kansas won because I picked that one wrong last week. I'm just trying to remember who they played. Kansas played Tennessee. Kansas
played Houston.
Houston. That's what it was. It was Houston.
Breaks off of Houston.
Which is crazy because Houston's what? Like they're what, top 5?
That was just crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, the problem is, again, going back to that game. I mean, Kansas was the underdog heading into that game.
which is crazy.
Everybody was like, Houston's got this defense that just suffocates you. But Kansas has never lost a game at home when they've been an underdog. And you know they took it personal. And that crowd was crazy up at Fog Island.
Man, for real. Right.
They just beat the brakes off of Houston. What did Kelvin said? Kelvin Sampson said something like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Why would you do that to us? Like, why would you make us the favorite? Like, y'all said, he was like, listen, I mean, he had fun with it.
Underdogs going over there to Fog Island. Forget that.
Yeah. So that didn't go well. So, yeah, some good games to check out outside of the Super Bowl. They got the Phoenix Open going on here in Scottsdale at TPC, which is always a crazy event. Usually has some fun times. I've been to that thing a couple times. It's wild, boy.
How is that? I've never been to a.
It's fun. It's really fun to go. If you like golf, it's fun because you're right there. You get to see a lot of good golf, right? Yeah. But it's better for the people watching because it's just madness, bro. Like, give me some. Just give me some observations. It's funny to me, and I don't want to sound any type of way, so like, don't take this the wrong way. But and my wife and I said this. My wife said it more than I have. But when you go to a golf tournament, you about to do a lot of walking.
Right. Absolutely. Right. It's like a whole bunch of walking.
A whole bunch of walking. But the Phoenix Open, man, you show up there, boy, you see some outfits, and you see some, and I'm talking about dudes. Like, the dudes dress up crazy. The women dress up crazy. The women be taking it to another level, though. Some be walking around in heels and skirts and stuff.
Oh, really?
Bro, yeah. It's
So then what? So what? Everybody lines up. They're there.
Yeah.
Do it up, and then they hit. As soon as they hit, everybody just start walking with them.
If you want to follow them, you can. Now, there's certain holes where you just hanging out there, and it's just like an all-day party. You know what I mean?
You just hang out at the hole.
Yeah, you just wait for the groups to just come through. I was at 17 a couple years ago. My boy Chad from Move. We were sitting up on 17, and this was 2 years ago, and I can't remember the golfer's name, but hit the hole in one, and it went viral where they started throwing the beer cups all over the green.
Crazy.
Oh man, like, we saw it happen. Like, we could see it from where we were standing.
Right.
You just saw an explosion. You heard the noise, and then you just heard cups.
Right.
It was just like, man,
I've always kind of wondered like how those like, like those moments are there too, right? I mean, like, you see it on TV, but you see it on TV like on ESPN after they already build it up by like teasing it like hours and hours ahead, and then you watch it. So it kind of takes it away. But like to be there in that moment to kind of see it, I'm sure that's got to be something surreal.
And the thing about the Waste Management Open, like, it's literally, golf is usually a subdued emotion from the crowd. Like, you have people get into it. It's gotten a lot better, right? But like, you come here to the Phoenix Open, and like, if you don't hit a good shot, they'll boo you. Like, it's just, man.
It's like Showtime at the Apollo. Like, it's like, you better be good, because if not, they
better be good, because they'll boo you. They'll let you have it, and it's just a good time. It's a good time, and and I know golfers think they're athletes, but I actually heard a golfer say this. He said, "What is it like hitting a ball? Because it's on the 16th hole is the stadium where it gets crazy." But he actually said, like, it really makes me feel like an athlete, like I'm in an arena. You know what I mean? And I know what he was trying to get at. I'm sure some of the other golfers were like, "Hey, we are athletes. Like, chill."
Right.
But like, I think everybody knew what he meant.
Like, right.
Because you don't get that. You don't get that week to week on a golf course where everybody's just, in it. They're booing you, they're cheering you, they're heckling you. But here, man, it's a one big party, man. It's a cool event.
I mean, are there any villains? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, how, like, basketball, there's certain, times in like a lot of people didn't like the New York Knicks for a long time because they were bad, or like Detroit, bad boys and things like that. When it comes to golf, are there people out there that are kind of more like, that you don't like to watch them because they're good, or because of antics, because of this? Like, I'm not familiar with the golf at all. So
I don't really want to say that there's villains anymore. I think, and the problem is, in the recent last couple of years, golf is split, and so there's two
they got
leagues
now.
Yeah, and so a lot of the main golfers, went that way for whatever reasons, which
crazy money is going on.
Crazy money, yeah. And so I think for a while, like Brooks Koepka, God dang it, what's his name?
McIlroy?
No, not most people like McIlroy. Golly, I can't remember the dude's name that hits it like 350 yards every time. Just a big dude, but he was kind of a villain. So you had some guys that like you rub people the wrong way, but I don't know. I can't think of one right now on the PGA Tour, which is really what I watch. Like I don't like the other. I don't even watch. I don't even know about it. So
right.
So,
do you have anybody? You said that people are wearing outfits or whatever. Anybody dressed up like Shooter McGavin out there ever? When you got, when you're at the.
I have seen Shooter McGavin. I saw this today when I was watching earlier, and I saw it when we went before. Had some people dressed up as Oompa Loompas. Like, it's just like people be going crazy. Like, it's funny, man. I saw
tailgate and everything too.
Huh?
Did they have tailgate and everything too?
Well, you can tailgate inside because they have like a lot of the holes have like restaurants and bars and
at the hole.
Dude. Like I told you, it's a party. Like, there's stadiums built around the holes, and there is music going. You
guys just go to one hole and just stay there all day and just wait for them to come. Then it's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
So that's the smart way to do it. The other way is to just follow them around the whole time and just be exhausted by the end of the day because you don't.
You can get your steps in. You're gonna lose a whole lot of weight. But yeah, it's a good time, man. If you ever have the chance, I would suggest doing it just because it is a cool event, and it's, if you're ever home for that, like it's cool to check it out.
I'm about to check that out sometime there. Yeah, I'm about to put that on the bucket list of things to do. Yeah, for sure. Check that out.
All right, let's get into these picks, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into these picks. I'm gonna turn my music. I got to get the music right so I can get some damn wins here. Shoot, some bullshit going on. I'm real upset about it, man. I gotta turn me up, music. Turn me up. Maybe that's the problem. I got this like low key music.
Okay, you think smooth. You think the music is the reason? Is that what it is?
That's what we're going with. All right, here we go. Game 1. Dayton, University of Dayton, 19-3, 9-1 in the A10. Going to VCU to visit the Havocs. 15-8, 7-3. Big game. What say you?
I'm gonna go Dayton. Dayton's been good this year. I've seen them play a couple times. They play. I think the last time I really sat down and watched them play was around like Thanksgiving time, and they were good when I watched them play. Not surprised by them being in the rankings where they're at because was they still A10 or did they move over? Does A10 even a thing anymore?
Yeah, they still
okay. So they're A10. I don't remember who the coach for VCU is. If he's still the guy that used to coach with Shaka back in the day, and he's the assistant that's still there.
I don't know. It's the coach there is Mike Rhodes. I don't know if he was there.
Rhodes. Wait, Rhodes.
I think it's Rhodes.
The one that was the assistant with Shaka. I think he was there.
Was he? Because I know he went somewhere else, and I think he came back.
Yeah, I think that's what it was there too. Yeah. I'm gonna go. That is tough though too, because if they are talking about that VCU and that Havoc and all that, the nostalgia for that, but I'm gonna go with the Flyers on the road.
This is where I would mess up last week. See, I'm a smarter man this week. So last week I was trying to play catch up, but I got to be smart and strategic. So I'm going with the safe pick as well. I'm gonna go with Dayton. Okay. I think that's the right pick. They've done a really good job. They got that thing rolling.
Yeah. They're going to be a tough tournament team there too. Like whoever gets them in a draw, whatever, because they'll probably get. You got to think they'll get anywhere from like a 7 to a 10 seed. I think maybe they get do you think they're going to be higher than that?
I think they could get anywhere between a 5 and a 7.
You think so? That high, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just either way, you don't want them as a matchup.
No, you don't.
5-12, don't want it. 4-13, don't want it. 7-10, definitely don't want it.
No.
But like,
Nope.
you don't want any of those ones.
You don't want that.
Don't want that at all.
All right, game 2. Illinois, 17-5, 8-3 in the Big Ten. At Michigan State, 14-9, 6-6. And this is why I picked this game, okay? Because Michigan State, right now, if the tournament started today, they would probably be in. They would probably be in.
You think so?
Barely, because they got good numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think they need some wins.
They got to have some wins. Yeah, right.
On the flip side, Illinois has been that team that's like been on the cusp of being really good, but then they'll lose a game.
Yeah,
they'll show you glimpses, and then they'll lose a game. So
now, Brad Underwood still the coach over there?
Yeah,
Underwood still, because that wasn't either last year or the year before. They had that super dominant center. Who was the big guy that they had?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They had him and they had the guard, and I thought they were going to be.
Dude looked like Debo on the basketball court.
Yes. No, I thought they were going to make a run in the tournament. I think they lost first round or something. Matter of fact, I think they lost to Furman. Remember that shirt that I got? The shirt that says FU on it, Furman. I think they lost to Furman. I think that's what it was. Yeah, but that was a team that should have been good there too. But this is right around the time when Izzo's guys start playing better, getting ready for the Big Ten, and then starting to make a run. And it's going to be at home. And what they just lost to Wisconsin at Wisconsin, right? And
did that?
Yeah, because that was one of our picks a couple weeks ago. I just can't remember if it was last week or the week.
No, they lost. Didn't they just lose to Minnesota?
Is that who they lost to too?
I think they just lost to Minnesota earlier this week.
Just at home for this one, I'm gonna go Spartans. I think Izzo just, I don't know, just the closer it gets to March, usually he has those guys playing, unless they got to go against Middle Tennessee State and then play against Kitty Potts, because that boy gave them work that game. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Michigan State.
All right. I kind of had already made the determination I was going to go opposite you on this game regardless. I'm kind of pissed off you picked Michigan State, though. I'm kind of upset about that, but it's cool because, hey, your logic is right. I mean, this late in the year, and they need to get wins. They just need they just need to stack wins right now.
They got to. Right.
But I'm going to go Illinois. I think it's going to be tough.
Right.
Like, if we were doing it by the spread, I don't know. Like, it'd be a tough, because I think it's going to be tight. But I don't, there's something about Sparty that, like, outside of Tyson Walker, like, they seem like the other dudes just pick and choose when they want to start
playing. Right.
And I don't know. Like, you putting a whole lot on a 5'9", 5'10" guard. Like, that's just a lot.
Right.
So, I'm going to go with Illinois on this one.
Okay.
So, that's where I make it up. Maybe. Shoot. All right, game 3. Auburn just came off a big win in the Iron Bowl on the hoops over Alabama. 18-5, 9-3 in the SEC. I think they're tied for first, and they are going to Florida. 15-7, 5-4 in the SEC down at the O Dome in Orlando, or Gainesville. One of the two.
One of those. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
One of them.
Florida. It's just, you got the state right. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. Florida is kind of the same as like Michigan State. Like a couple weeks ago, I think they were like a lock, and then they'll drop a couple games, and now they're teetering on the bubble.
Right.
But they got a good team. They beat Kentucky in the last week or a week and a half. They got some dudes that can play. This is going to be interesting. Auburn, man.
Bruce Pearl just always gets his guys to play. Like, and then I really was sad a couple years ago when got injured in the tournament. You remember when he got injured? The big guy. That was the year I think that they were going to win it. They had the team that year to go, and then I think that he blew his knee out or did something like in that game against North Carolina or whatever. And I don't know. Bruce Pearl to me is just. He always gets this guy. I'm going Auburn. I'm gonna go Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah, it's hard for me to pick. It's hard for me to pick against Auburn in this spot because like the way I saw him play the other night against Alabama, and Like 1 minute, it was a 3-point game, and the next minute it was 15, and it was quick.
Right.
Now the thing about this is they were playing at home, and them playing at home in that game
is way different than one on the road. Right.
So, will they travel with that same energy?
But they're at Florida. They're at, like they're at a place with a desperate team that needs a win. But then
I feel like you're trying to talk me into this. I'm not. I see what you were just trying to do, bro. Chill on that. You chill on that. I'm going to Auburn. Don't do that, bro. That was some straight Jedi mind stuff. You really made the pick and then started talking about Florida like, hey, you should really pick them. Nah, bro. We not doing that. No, sir. Moving on.
Next
Game
one.
4. That's wild you try to do that. Arizona, 18-5, 9-3 in the Pac-12, traveling to Colorado. 16-7, 7-5 in the Pac-12.
I mean, I don't know much about Colorado. I mean, Arizona has lost a couple. They've got to get back onto some kind of winning streak or what, you know what I mean, or something. Just I don't know. Just if nothing else, to kind of get some momentum going into the tournament. You got to think that they're one of the favorites to make a deep run in the tournament. They got they've got all the tools. You know what I mean? They just haven't been very consistent as of late, like with their efforts and things like that. I mean, FAU game. I mean, and then they lost to Wazoo. Shout out to Wazoo because I mean they're Wazoo's second in the pack right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, Wazoo's trying to play themselves in that large bird.
Which is nuts. I mean, like all these, like the way that the Pac-12 is going out, like is pretty cool if you see it like all the way around. Washington goes to the national championship. Wazoo's like, shit, we ain't done. Right. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to make their push for that. I mean, for all the right reasons.
Poor DJ Rodman. Poor DJ Rodman. He left Wazoo.
He left to go to USC, and USC's bottom of the pack.
They're
dead bottom of the pack, dog. Like,
bro.
Damn, I picked like
Karma, dog.
Because they could have used him there too. They could use his rebounding, like the way he played. Oh yeah, you talk about
messed up.
Yeah,
messed up.
Right. Yeah.
No, I hear you on Arizona. I mean,
I'm gonna go Arizona. Yeah.
You going Arizona?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go Colorado on this, man. And shout out to my boy Cody Williams. About to be a future lottery pick in this year's draft. Bro's been injured, banged up. I watched him last night against ASU. He had a mask on his face, broke his nose, but he just does a whole lot of good things. And they got some good senior leadership. KJ Simpson, Tristan Da Silva.
Yeah.
I'm going with Colorado. And I forgot, but you already made your pick, so I'm just gonna say it. Arizona went 3 overtimes last night. I just realized that.
Against who?
Against Utah.
They really? Ooh.
Yeah.
They're gonna be tired too.
So
they're gonna be tired.
But hey, they should win the game. They've got like you say, Arizona's got everything, man. I still worry about Caleb Love. I think
that's the one thing. Yeah, they've got.
He was like 5 for 20 last night.
They've got like long perimeter wings that can guard. They got inside guys that can board that are big. They got. I mean, it's just like they've got all those makings. You know what I mean? For a team, they got to figure out how to put that thing together. That's
one thing I will say though, and they got the super sophomore Colin Boswell, point guard. Like whenever they've lost, he hasn't played well. So that's one thing to know. We'll see.
Right.
All right. So you got Arizona, I got Colorado. All right. Another chance for me to make some noise.
Right.
So what is last game, Big Sky game of the week. Oh God, I picked a great one. I didn't want to pick some of the similar teams. I wanted to stay away from some schools we've talked about before, so I went with a mid-pack game. So these two teams are playing for, seeding come Big Sky tournament, right?
Okay. I like that.
Pretty big game. So I got Portland State, 14-10, 5-6 in the Big Sky, at Idaho State. Damn near pretty. I'm pretty sure that's the coldest gym in all of the freaking Big Sky.
Oh yeah, it's freezing. It's freezing.
Y'all need to figure it out up there in Pocatello.
Hey, but the rims are soft though. Every time we played Idaho State, I always had a good shooting night there. The rims were always nice to me. Because we usually played them every year around my birthday, which was for whatever reason, and all of a sudden the ball would just dropped a little bit easier for me. I don't know what it was, but it just that was yeah.
Hey, I was just
happy. It was cold
as
shit though. It was cold as shit.
Cold as shit. And I was just happy to get into Pocatello, into my hotel room, go to the game, eat, and then get out of Pocatello. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, I think there's some shady stuff going on in that hotel that we should stay at. I think that hotel had mob ties, bro. I saw some shady stuff. I'm talking about Russian mob, bro. Hey, I'm throwing conspiracy theories out there. I'm telling you, bro. Because I remember getting on the elevator with this big old Oleg looking dude, and he was trying to talk to me, and I was like, "What are you speaking?" He was
like, "Listen, I'm just trying to get to the room, bro.
I
don't want no problem."
Hey, he was too big for me to give him a second look. I was going to stay like this. You know what I mean? Right. Talking about, you played basketball? Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Sound like some Chicago type dudes.
Yeah. So, what you got?
I mean, what's his name? The coach used to be over. Sebo's over at. He's the coach for the women's side over there on Idaho State. That's like a connection because we know him from Coconino days, long time ago.
Right.
Portland State was. I don't know. Portland State was. I never really liked Portland State. I didn't like their like their campus. Like it was one of the commuter ones or whatever. We went out one night and Ferg almost got us beat up, but that was a whole different thing. I mean,
did it stink there when you went? Like, did it smell like a river?
I mean, it was different. Like it's like there. I'm trying to think of like stories about like. I remember like one time. I should probably wait to tell you that after.
Yeah, I'll tell that.
Yeah. No, we'll wait till after. I'm gonna go. Idaho State was always fun. Every time we went to Idaho State, like after playing and stuff, whatever, went out sometimes, and like they had this country bar that they turned into a dance club. Like hip hop one. Like we always had some good times over there, and I always liked the people at Idaho State. Like they kind of no. I mean the players.
No, I got you.
Like they were always cool with us afterwards, showed us a good time and whatever. I'm gonna go Idaho State. I'm gonna go Idaho State this weekend. Bengals.
You gonna rock with the fighting Pocatelloans.
Pocatelloans.
I don't know. You know what? I gotta go with Portland State, man. Like Idaho State's won 10 games all year, and half of them been in the Big Sky. I know that might mean that I'm picking the wrong team at the wrong time.
Right, but
I'm going with Portland State.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Stinky River people. It always smelled like fish. I don't know what it was. Like you go outside and you just
what?
I'm just
you stupid.
Oh no. I'm just gonna leave that alone. That's what I'm going with. Portland State. And my man Jace Colbert is the coach there, so I am gonna go with that.
Okay.
The Stinky River people, bro. It's like something out of Walking Dead.
SRP, yeah, SRP, Stinky River.
SRP. Oh shoot. All right, man. We're gonna get out of here. Yo, song of the week. Song of the
week. Oh, you go ahead and give me one first, because I gotta think real quick. All
right. Oh, and this is my other shout out. I'm gonna start you. Ayo! This is my shout out. When I say ayo, I'm giving you a shout out.
Okay.
Instagram user CSA Punch.
CSA Punch.
Her post. I just saw a random reel she made, and she was hitting that 90s hip hop and R&B. There's a lot of songs that are about to turn 30 years old in this new year, right?
Wow.
And so she had a list. She was rocking to them. She was getting it in. And so one of the songs, it took me back. So Functified by the Brat.
Ooh.
So
yeah, no, that was the yes, that was yes, I do. That was the Brat and Jermaine Dupri.
Yes, sir.
That's a whole nother. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about him too much, but that's. Did you ever watch the Rap Game?
The Rap Game.
there was like a reality TV show competition or whatever that Jermaine Dupri put on, and he'd bring these young kids out there that were trying to be basically like the next crisscross.
I think I did watch a couple of the early
matter of fact, Lotto used to be on there. Like she was on like the first season, didn't win. Then she changed her name from Young Lotto to like Lotto, and then all the stuff she's talking about now was way different than what she was before. Like, but like she was first on it, and then the other girl, the one girl that played with Angel Reese last year. Remember? Yeah, I can't. You know what? Whatever her name was, Flage or Flage. Yeah, something like that. But she's a rapper there too, and she was on that back in the day. Like, she was on the rap game, so that was that was because we used to kind of sit back and kind of watch that. Well, I don't know. We even watched it with the kids there too. I don't know why. I guess we're trying to turn one of them into a rapper. I don't know what we were doing, but we had them all. Yeah, we were all sitting there watching it, trying to. Oh no, we like this one. We like this. Just it was that was a whole deal. So you going with the Brat, huh? With Functified.
Functified, yes.
That is a good one. That is back. Well, then shoot, if we're gonna go back, let me see. So did you go take a listen to Gmo like I told you? You need to take a listen.
I did. I was listening to it last. I don't know. It was maybe the day of or the day after. I was taking the kids somewhere, the boys, and I put it on. I remembered it once it got going.
You're like, okay, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, you're like, okay.
I was rocking it. Yep.
Okay, let me see. So you went with that one. I'm gonna go Master Ace Incorporated.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Master Ace, the INC ride. That's what I'm about to do.
That's the cut right there, boy.
That's That was that. Got that Isley Brothers in the background there too. That was the.
Those are the songs I used to rock when I was younger, growing up on the block with some of the boys, acting like I thought I was a thug.
Right.
You know, I was trying to be out in them streets doing stupid stuff.
In them streets.
I was being a street sweeper. Oh God! If y'all don't know the reference, just go to Instagram. Instagram for the kids, man. Yeah, let it go. Not for the kids, actually. Not for the kids.
Right.
This for all of us big kids.
Right.
Big kids. God, man, I'm crispy, man. Y'all don't know. This episode needs to end. This episode needs to end. Yo, shout out to all y'all out there, man. We appreciate y'all. Please continue to like, subscribe, hit the button, the damn button.
Or else he's gonna do another tutorial, and y'all don't want to see that or whatever.
You don't want to see it, so just help a brother out.
Yeah. Shout out to my fam Mayberry there too. Today's his birthday there too. So shout out, happy birthday, fam. We good.
Happy birthday. YouTube, Spotify.
Hey man, hey, best of luck, man. I hope I'm excited to watch the selection show in the morning there. We're gonna be watching it. So it's gonna be a
word. Good luck to Aylen out there. Keep me posted on how he's doing. Hope they what team is he playing with?
He's playing with Seattle Rotary.
All right. Shout out to Seattle Rotary. Been a program since I was a kid. They do things right. They're always competitive. Got some hoopers, man. So,
right.
Yeah, man. It'll be a good weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. We'll see you back on Monday. We out. Peace.